Hey Divine Souls, I hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at what you need to know right now, all right? But before we get to that, as always, let's take a really deep breath. All right, so let's see what comes up for you. Ooh, all right, so we have 3 cards that came out. We have the Strength card, we have the Hierophant, and we have the Ace of Wands. Ooh, this is very interesting. 2 major arcanas. Let's see. All right, at the bottom we have the Queen of Swords. All right, so I'm getting this energy of pride and ego. All right, that is currently perhaps standing in the way of something starting. All right, so I feel like it's coming from both parties. This feels like it's romantic. All right, the energy I'm getting here is that there is an Emperor. All right, so if you're masculine, this is your energy. All right, if you're feminine, this is the masculine energy that's coming towards you, or that has some sort of energy attached to you. All right, I feel it's romantic, but some of you could be having to do with your career. All right, so this energy is full of pride. All right, this energy has a big ego, which makes sense because they've achieved a lot, right? They've worked so hard to get to where they had to get to, and obviously that is an ego boost. All right, that's the type of energy. Having the Strength card, the Strength card is Leo energy, right? Leo is known for having a big ego, center stage. That's the type of energy of the Emperor. Now this individual, I feel like there's something new that's supposed to transpire between the two of you. However, as a feminine energy, you are also maybe blocking this energy because you have your walls up type of energy. If you're masculine, this feminine energy that you may be interacting with or connecting to on a spiritual level may be too much into their head. You know, maybe they don't want to get hurt, maybe they've been hurt before, maybe they don't want to be in this energy of being vulnerable. The Queen of Swords is somebody who always wants to be like above things, you know, logic over anything. They don't allow themselves to be as vulnerable as other signs. All right, that is the energy I'm getting here. So there's an energy here of ego, of pride, of wanting to come across or seem a certain way. You know, there may be emotional attachments, there may be a new beginning that's going to transpire. However, there is the energy of ego that may be kind of blocking this energy. Also, I'm getting that there's something very strong, very powerful, because the Strength card and the Ace of Wands, this is something new and very, very powerful, something very, very, very deep, something very, very spiritually, like it's like such a powerhouse. So whatever it is that you two are going to build together or going to come up with together, or whether it's a relationship or a business, this is something that's like a powerhouse. This is something very, very powerful, and their ancestors are guiding you. Your ancestors are guiding you. There is an energy of basically having spirit guides within this energy, having spirit guides working with this connection. And I feel like it's romantic because if you can look at the next 2 cards being here, we have the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups. This is romantic. Somebody coming in to confess their love, somebody coming in to express how they feel about you, whatever the case may be. So I feel like there's an energy here, like I said, either both of you or one of you has a very strong sense of ego, and it's kind of blocking this connection. So I feel like this energy is just about you basically, you know, not being holding on too much to this energy of your pride or your ego, because having the Strength card be here, yes, you might have this powerful energy of wanting to protect you, but you need to also remember that there's a soft side, right? This is the energy of yin and yang, remember, the beast and the human, right? The strong masculine energy and the soft feminine energy. So I feel like you need to have a balance. Not that you must have too much softness or too much ego, but both of you need to embody this energy of where you know where to use your strength and your ego, and where you know when to release it. And I feel like this energy is calling for you to have more of a softer side, because the energy I'm feeling here with the Ace of Wands as well being here is more of dominating masculine energy. Some of you, I feel like it's the masculine energy that is just kind of holding back, but also the feminine energy here with the Queen of Swords. This feminine energy really has their sword up. They have their guard up, basically. If you can see, she's ready with the sword to cut anyone down who's going to mess with her, all right, whatever the case may be. But there is love here. I see there is confession, there is expression of love, there is this energy of love. So let's see why this is coming up. I feel like some of you have been isolating and healing for a while, or maybe both of you have been isolating and healing for a while. But I also feel with the 6 of Pentacles that this relationship is going to give you that equal give and take, where maybe in your previous relationship, some of you, if you're feminine, you've given too much and you've been taken advantage of. Some of you, if you're masculine, you spoiled someone too much and they took advantage of you, or maybe they wanted your money because you have so much money, or whatever the case may be. All right, so take it how it resonates with your energy. All right, so the energy I'm getting here is that you may have been over giving in your previous relationships, and therefore you feel the sense of being scared to give because you've been bruised. So now your ego is bruised and you don't want your ego to be bruised again. However, there is love, like I said, that I see here. All right, Some of you, if you're already in a relationship, like you're already in a relationship with this kind of dynamic, it could be maybe you're struggling to express love for your partner or express your emotions for your partner because you're scared to be overgiving, because you're scared that if you give too much, maybe you might be taken advantage of, maybe your ego might be bruised, maybe your pride might be bruised, they might not take it that way. So with the Eight of Swords being here, this is about both of you overcoming your self-limiting beliefs. This is about both of you overcoming your insecurities, all right? Because I feel like pride and ego has to do with insecurity. When you let your pride lead, when you let your ego lead, it's always coming from an insecure place, because a secure person lets their spirit lead, because their spirit will never deceive them. So the ego only sees what's physical. The ego doesn't know how to guide the spirit, but the spirit knows how to guide the ego. So this is about both of you learning to, work on your self-limiting beliefs, work on your insecurities. Maybe having the Four of Swords being here, you both may be healing, right? But there's a need to focus on your self-limiting beliefs, not healing from external factors, but focusing on healing your own pain, where in a sense maybe you may feel like you feel like you're not good enough for someone. Maybe you feel like if somebody sees your other side, your beast side, maybe you are feminine energy and you like looking soft, and you feel like if they see the other side of you that's beastly, they may not like you so much. So you have to tame yourself. You're scared. What if I get into a relationship and they see this other side of me and they break up with me and they hurt me, whatever the case may be. Some of you, if you're masculine, you feel like, I'm showing up as strong, and whatever the case may be. What if they see the sensitive side of me and they no longer like me and they think I'm weak, whatever the case may be. So both of you, it's about learning how to balance both energies and accepting yourself, so that if you accept yourself, nobody can accept you to the level that you have not accepted yourself, all right? So the level that you accept yourself is how much people will accept you. If you accept your flaws, even the people that will surround you will accept your flaws. But if you don't, the people around you will reflect that you're insecure about those things. So I feel like this is coming up. You need to know about this, because you need to work on yourself. Regardless, you can't tell somebody else to work on themselves, right? But you need to work on yourself. Whoever's watching this, you need to work on your own self-limiting beliefs, because this is going to mirror in your partner, all right? Whatever frequency and energy you elevate to, your partner is also going to feel that frequency and energy. If you're meant to be together, they will rise to the occasion, all right? So with the Chariot being here, this relationship is going to take you places, both of you. There's going to be a lot of travel. There's going to, if you can see, this is another yin and yang, masculine, feminine energy type of energy. Having balance, all right? Looking forward, working together to move the project forward, or to move this relationship forward. And it's about you both working on your insecurities and learning emotional maturity as well, all right? So the energy here of the Chariot is speaking about, this is going to be a super successful relationship, whether romantic or business wise. It's going to be super successful. Like I told you, it's a very powerful connection that I'm getting here, very, very strong, all right? So this is going to be very successful. It's going to take you places. It's going to upgrade your life. It's going to move you to places that you have not tapped into before, all right? So if you want this kind of energy into your life to manifest, as we have here the Ace of Wands, it is definitely going to manifest, but it requires also your energy, all right? Because you have the ability to block your own blessings. You have the ability to block the things that are being gifted to you. You can block them by the frequency that you vibrate on, by rejecting them energetically and spiritually. So rejecting them energetically and spiritually is allowing your insecurities to get the best of you, is to allow your self-limiting beliefs to get the best of you. So you need to start reprogramming your mind, basically changing your mindset, and knowing that if you cannot accept yourself, nobody else can, all right? Work on those insecurities, whatever they may be, whether it's how you feel about yourself, what you think about yourself. It's about working around those issues, because both of you have this guarded energy. And this guarded energy is what's gonna block this connection from moving forward, all right? So the energy I'm getting here, basically, yeah, it's just about you working on your insecurities, because I feel like this is something that's coming up, and you may self-sabotage if you come into, look at that, the Eight of Boulders. Two people, if you can see, they're working together and they're decorating this rock. And the Eight of Boulders is the Eight of Pentacles, working together to build something solid and stable. This is this kind of connection. This is this connection. You are both scared of being vulnerable. Look at this. She has her clothes there, and she's scared. She's covered up. She feels vulnerable. She feels insecure. So definitely this relationship is about, you're going to work together. You're going to build very strong, solid foundations. You're going to build a strong relationship, a strong union, strong career, strong whatever it is that you're building together. But you both need to work on allowing yourself to be vulnerable enough with one another. Be willing to take that risk. But it starts with you, obviously, like I said, working on your self-limiting beliefs, because that's what's going to allow you to trust the spirit that is guiding you. Because if you're allowing yourself to be led by your ego, you are going to block yourself. You're not going to be comfortable, when you have to. Oh my word, look at this, the Eight of Flames. There's huge transformation that's coming between the two of you. All right. Huge transformation that's coming between the two of you that's going to bring this transformation within your life in general. All right. Whether it's your career or whatever the case may be, but this is high vibrational. All right. So that's what